Hello again. I am returning with an update. It's been a little over 24 hours since I provided my last video update. In that one, I was still in the hospital, but this is actually my first full day at home. My surgery took place on a Saturday midday. They say that I went into surgery around 1:30, and then I was released by that same time the next day. Potentially because I was kind of pushing to get out, but also because I guess a 24-hour stay in the hospital after everything I had done is pretty standard. So when I left the hospital, I still had a lot of the IV pain medications, coursing through me and keeping me pretty comfortable. So I got home around 2 o'clock yesterday, and I was okay. I was still taking Tylenol, ibuprofen, and they gave me a prescription for OxyContin, so I was taking that as well. But I would say at about 6 o'clock last night, sometime between 6 and 7, I don't know if I had just let everything wear off or if that was the point in which all of the IV medication was gone, but I hit a wall around 6 o'clock last night and I was in terrible pain. I would call it excruciating. I described it as feeling like there was a hot poker in my, lower pelvis abdomen, specifically where that suprapubic catheter is. So I would assume that the pain was coming from my bladder, but it felt like fire in there, burning very, very bad. And then on top of that, obviously, there is throbbing and pressure down there. I have been diligent since then to be sure that I'm setting alarms and I'm making sure that every 4 hours on the dot I'm taking that OxyContin, and then every 6 hours I'm taking the Tylenol ibuprofen combo. And since then, I have not had another moment that bad. So I'm thinking that I kind of just let things run out of my system. So I did take a shower last night and was surprised to find that I had quite a few stitches on the outside. Now, I was fully expecting them on the inside. I knew that a lot of stitching was going to be taking place inside the vaginal wall and a lot of different things to try to help with the vaginal vault prolapse, but I was not expecting them on the outside. And if you've ever had a baby and had to have like an episiotomy and stitches from that, it's very similar to that. I probably have about inch to inch and a half, I don't know for sure, of stitches down there in the perineal area. So wasn't expecting that. So that's also painful. And then I think that one of the worst parts of this that they didn't really talk a whole lot about is the packing that they put in there. You have to leave your packing inside the vagina to keep it open and to prevent the two flaps of skin from growing together while they heal. So it's kind of just this frustrating, painful, dull feeling of like something's in there. I want to get it out. It's uncomfortable to sit on. It's hard to find a good position. The only thing that feels comfortable to me really is laying on my side with a pillow between my legs. So I would recommend that. And then let's talk a little bit about this catheter. Before I left the hospital, they took out the urethral catheter, just the Foley. And then a couple times before I was able to leave, I had to get up and use the bathroom with the suprapubic. So the whole idea here is you sit down on the toilet, you try to go by yourself and see how much comes out, and then you track that. So if 50 cc's comes out of me, then you open up the catheter and you let the rest of it drain out that way, and then you also measure that. So every time I've gone to the bathroom, it's only been about 50 cc. One time it was 100. I must have had quite a bit. I must have held it longer. And then you just stand there or sit there for a really long time while that catheter slowly drains. And I say it's a long time. Like, it is a slow drip that it is coming out, and you stand or sit for a long time. So trying to find a comfortable position for that is also awkward. I can't decide if it feels better to stay sitting on the toilet, where I kind of feel like everything's bottoming out down there, or to stand up, where I'm still kind of weak and dizzy standing for very long. So that is not pleasant. I will say I have some pretty significant stinging, burning sensation around that catheter, in the bladder perhaps, and then also while peeing and afterwards. So I have been taking some azo, the maximum strength azo, just to kind of try to help prevent that burning down there. Now, the box of azo says you're only supposed to use it for 2 days straight, so that would mean I need to stop using it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens after that. But last night was terrible, but I will say that today has not been all that bad, as long as I stay on my medication regimen and keep food in my system. That's a whole nother thing. Middle of the night last night, I got up. It was time to take my oxy. So I got up, went to the bathroom, took my oxy, came back to bed, and nearly immediately was super nauseous. So I had to have the hubby go get me some crackers, eat some crackers. Then I decided that for my blood sugar, that probably wasn't the smartest. So he also had to go get me a turkey meat stick. So here I am laying in bed eating turkey meat stick and saltine crackers just to keep my oxy down. So yeah, I am also making sure that everything I eat is full of fiber, because I am afraid of the first bowel movement more than ever before. After having 3 vaginal deliveries, I am more worried about this, because even the slightest little gas pain down there feels painful. So it'll probably be like the pregnancy times, and it won't be as bad as I'm thinking it will, but I know that's coming and I'm worried about it. So I've been taking my stool softener 3 times a day. And I think if I haven't gone by the end of the day today, I may take a laxative or some Miralax tomorrow to get that going, because I don't want to wait too long. I regularly go once or twice a day. So the fact that I didn't go the day of surgery, didn't go yesterday, and haven't gone yet today, and it's halfway through the day, has me worried. So I've definitely decided I'm going to make another video about the things that I would suggest that you have on hand for this surgery, and some things I've done to make my life a little easier, such as how to take a shower a little more comfortably with this tube in place. I kind of like rigged up a little method that helps it feel more comfortable, because let's be real, that catheter just hanging there dangling while you either go to the bathroom or you take a shower or you change clothes, it is not comfortable. But they don't want you to tape it up. You're not supposed to tape it either. So most of the time I just tuck it into my underwear. But when you're standing in the shower, there's nowhere to tuck it. So I've been using a bathrobe tie. I tie it around my waist and I tuck the catheter in there, and it gets wet, and then I just dry it out for the next shower. But things you learn that you never thought you'd have to go through. So stay tuned for more videos, and I truly hope that this series of videos helps someone, because I scoured the internet left and right trying to find something to help me prepare and know what to expect, but I couldn't find anybody that had as many things taken care of as I did, and I was even told that there was more to do in there than he expected. So I had a lot going on, so I hope that these videos help you.